Imagine a creature so silent, so graceful, and yet so lethal that a single drop of its venom could end life in minutes. Hidden in the shadows of jungles, deserts, and oceans, these slithering assassins ruled their domains with quiet precision. Today, we will step into the secretive and spine-chilling world of the 10 deadliest snakes in the world. Snakes have fascinated, terrified, and mystified humanity for centuries. They appear in myths, religions, and legends, often as symbols of danger and power. But beyond stories, snakes are real marvels of evolution, and among them are species whose venom is so toxic, it makes them rank as some of the deadliest animals on Earth. In this journey, we will meet these serpentine killers one by one, starting from number 10, moving all the way to the deadliest of them all.
The Boomslang, whose name literally means tree snake in Afrikaans, is deceptively beautiful. At first glance, it may look harmless, slender, graceful, often resting quietly on branches with its vibrant green or brown scales blending into leaves. But hidden within this beauty lies one of the most potent venoms in the world. The boomslang's weapon is its hemotoxic venom. Unlike fast-acting neurotoxins that shut down nerves, hemotoxins work in a slower, more sinister way. Once injected, this venom begins to interfere with the victim's blood-clotting process. Slowly, the blood loses its ability to coagulate, turning even the smallest cut into a dangerous bleed. Victims may begin to experience headaches, nausea, and bleeding from the gums and nose. As the venom spreads, internal bleeding begins. Blood seeps into tissues, organs, and even the brain. Death, in severe, untreated cases, comes not with a sudden collapse, but with a gradual breakdown of the body's most vital systems. What makes the boomslang even more terrifying is its method of attack. Unlike vipers, it doesn't strike with a heavy lunge. Instead, it opens its mouth almost 170 degrees wide, a shocking gape for such a slender creature, and delivers its venom with precision. Though generally shy and avoiding humans, when cornered or threatened, it strikes with lightning speed. One of the most famous cases linked to this snake is that of the herpetologist Carl P. Schmidt in 1957. While studying a young boomslang, he was bitten but dismissed the danger, carefully noting down his symptoms in his journal. Tragically, he underestimated the venom's potency. His records detailed the slow and agonizing progress of the venom, right up to his death the next day. His notes remain one of the most chilling first-hand accounts of a boomslang envenomation. Despite its deadly power, the boomslang is not aggressive by nature. It spends most of its time in trees, hunting birds, lizards, and frogs. But its venom ranks it firmly among the most dangerous snakes in the world. Small in stature, yet carrying a biochemical arsenal that can dismantle a human body from within, the boomslang earns its place at number 10 on our list. Moving from the forests of Africa to the islands of Southeast Asia, we meet another infamous killer, the Philippine Cobra. This snake is not only deadly, but also feared for its unique ability to project venom. The Philippine Cobra possesses neurotoxic venom that attacks the nervous system directly. Within minutes of a bite, the victim may begin to experience dizziness, difficulty breathing, and blurred vision. Left untreated, the venom can cause complete respiratory failure, leading to death. Its potency is among the highest recorded for any cobra, making it one of the most dangerous snakes native to the Philippines. But what sets this species apart from many other snakes is its talent for spitting venom. The Philippine cobra can eject a stream of venom from its fangs with remarkable accuracy, aiming directly at the eyes of a perceived threat. Even without a bite, its venom can cause blindness if it makes contact with human eyes. Imagine walking in the rural grasslands of the Philippines and suddenly finding yourself face to face with a cobra that doesn't need to strike. It can spit death from a distance. The cobra's hood, its iconic display, makes it one of the most recognizable snakes in the world.
When threatened, the Philippine Cobra raises its head, spreads its hood, and hisses, a chilling warning that danger is only a step away. Local villagers often tell stories of sudden encounters where cobras defend their territories fiercely. Despite the fear it inspires, the Philippine cobra plays a vital role in its ecosystem by controlling populations of rodents and other small pests. Its natural shyness means it rarely seeks out human conflict, but when it does occur, the results can be fatal. With venom strong enough to paralyze muscles and stop breathing within hours, the Philippine cobra claims its place at number 9 in the ranking of the deadliest snakes.
Picture the wind-swept coasts and wetlands of southern Australia. Among the reeds and rocks, a banded serpent coils silently, its scales patterned in striking stripes reminiscent of a tiger. This is the tiger snake, and behind its beauty lies a venom that has taken countless lives across the Australian continent. The tiger snake's venom is a powerful cocktail of neurotoxins, coagulants, hemolysins, and myotoxins. Together, these compounds attack the nervous system, destroy muscle tissue, interfere with blood clotting, and damage vital organs. Symptoms can appear within minutes: localized pain, numbness, sweating, and difficulty breathing. Without anti-venom treatment, paralysis and respiratory failure often follow. What makes the tiger snake especially feared is its proximity to humans. Unlike snakes hidden in deep jungles, tiger snakes often live in agricultural areas, wetlands, and even near human settlements. Farmers working in fields or children playing near marshes may unknowingly cross paths with one. Historically, bites from tiger snakes were responsible for more deaths in Australia than almost any other snake, especially before anti-venom became widely available in the mid-20th century. The tiger snake is highly adaptable. Its color patterns can vary dramatically depending on its environment, ranging from bright, bold yellow and black stripes to muted shades of brown or olive. This camouflage allows it to ambush prey such as frogs, fish, and small mammals. Coiled in silence, it strikes with precision when opportunity arises. Yet, despite its reputation, the tiger snake is not inherently aggressive. Most bites occur when the snake is accidentally stepped on or provoked. When threatened, it may flatten its neck and raise its body in a display similar to a cobra, warning intruders to stay away. But if that warning is ignored, the consequences can be deadly. Aboriginal folklore often features tiger snakes, portraying them as guardians of waterholes and sacred places. To the indigenous people, this snake represented both danger and respect, a symbol of nature's balance, life-giving water on one hand, lethal venom on the other. The tiger snake's legacy is one of contradiction, a creature of extraordinary beauty, living close to human civilization, yet carrying within its fangs one of the deadliest venoms known. For its blend of power, presence, and danger, the tiger snake claims the number 8 position on our list.
With a name like Death Adder, you might expect a terrifying monster that actively hunts people. In truth, this Australian serpent is as mysterious as it is deadly, relying on patience and deception rather than speed or aggression. But when it strikes, it delivers one of the fastest and deadliest bites in the reptile world. The death adder's strategy is ambush. Unlike many snakes that actively roam in search of prey, the death adder lies almost completely still, camouflaged under leaves or sand. Only the tip of its tail moves, a tiny worm-like lure that it wiggles to attract curious birds, frogs, or lizards. When the unsuspecting animal comes close enough, the death adder strikes in less than 0.15 seconds, faster than the blink of an eye. Its venom is composed mainly of neurotoxins, which attack the nervous system and cause progressive paralysis. Victims often experience numbness, difficulty speaking, drooping eyelids, and ultimately the failure of the respiratory system. Before modern medicine, the fatality rate from death adder bites was shockingly high, with many victims dying within 6 hours of envenomation. What adds to its menace is its unusual appearance.
Unlike most slender-bodied snakes, the death adder is short and stocky, with a triangular head and bands that resemble those of vipers. This deceptive resemblance is no accident. It helps the snake blend into the ground, looking like just another stick or a patch of earth. Despite its chilling name, the death adder is not aggressive unless provoked. Its danger lies in its behavioral strategy. Because it relies on camouflage rather than fleeing when humans approach, many people accidentally step too close without realizing. By the time they notice, the strike has already occurred. Australian settlers once called it the death adder, mistakenly believing it could not hear, and therefore would not move away. Over time, the name twisted into death adder, which suited the snake's reputation far too well. Even today, encounters with death adders are feared in rural Australia. Anti-venom has drastically reduced fatalities, but the speed of the strike and potency of the venom make this snake unforgettable. The death adder is a master of disguise, a silent executioner that turns patience into power. Lying quietly in the shadows, it embodies death waiting for a mistake. For this lethal combination of stealth and venom, it earns its place at number 7 among the deadliest snakes in the world. Among the countless serpents that haunt Asia, few inspire as much dread as the blue krait. Known locally as the Malayan krait, this snake looks strikingly beautiful. Its glossy black and white or blue and black banded body gleams like polished stone under the moonlight. But beneath this beauty lies venom so potent that it makes the blue krait one of the most feared reptiles in the world. The venom of the blue krait is a powerful neurotoxin, up to 16 times more toxic than that of a cobra. Once injected, it targets the nervous system, blocking communication between the brain and the body. Symptoms often begin subtly, a tingling sensation, slight muscle weakness, or difficulty swallowing. But soon, paralysis sets in, progressing rapidly to the point where the victim's lungs can no longer draw breath. Without prompt treatment, death from respiratory failure is inevitable. What makes the blue krait even more dangerous is its nocturnal nature. During the day, it hides under rocks, logs, or in burrows, rarely seen, but at night it emerges to hunt, slithering silently in search of other snakes, lizards, and rodents. Humans sleeping outdoors in rural areas sometimes fall victim, unknowingly sharing their surroundings with this silent predator. The behavior of the blue krait is deceptively calm. It is not aggressive by nature and rarely bites unless provoked or accidentally touched. But when it does bite, the results are catastrophic. Even more chilling is that bites from the blue krait are often painless at first, leading victims to underestimate the severity. By the time symptoms appear, it may already be too late. Historically, the blue krait has played a dark role in rural folklore. Stories circulate of villagers who went to sleep healthy and never woke up, only to be found with faint bite marks on their skin. These tales, while grim, reflect the snake's reputation for striking silently and lethally. Unlike the showy cobras or rattlesnakes, the blue krait does not advertise its presence. Its deadliness lies in its quiet efficiency. It does not need to hiss, rattle, or spread a hood. It relies on its unmatched venom to do the talking. In the world of snakes, this makes it one of the most efficient killers. For its beauty, cloaked in lethal silence, and for venom that can end life with terrifying swiftness, the blue krait stands at number 6. If the blue krait represents quiet death, then the Black Mamba represents raw terror. Few snakes in the world carry a reputation as fearsome as this one. Found in the savannas and rocky hills of sub-Saharan Africa, the Black Mamba is not only one of the deadliest snakes, it is also one of the fastest and most aggressive. Despite its name, the Black Mamba is not black on the outside. Its scales are usually gray or olive, blending with the dry African terrain. The name comes from the inky black color inside its mouth, which it displays as a chilling warning when threatened. To see the gaping black maw of this snake is to look directly into danger itself. The venom of the Black Mamba is a potent neurotoxin. A single bite can deliver enough venom to kill several adult humans, and without treatment, death can occur in less than 6 hours. The venom works quickly, attacking the nervous system, leading to blurred vision, difficulty swallowing, paralysis, and finally, respiratory failure. What makes it particularly feared is the speed of onset. Symptoms can begin within 30 minutes of a bite. But venom alone does not explain the mamba's legend. It is also a creature of extraordinary speed, capable of slithering at up to 12 miles per hour. This makes it the fastest snake in the world. When threatened, it does not slink away slowly. It can move with frightening agility, raising a third of its body off the ground while striking repeatedly with precision. The black mamba is not shy. While many snakes retreat from confrontation, the mamba will often stand its ground, especially if it feels cornered. Villagers across Africa have long feared sudden encounters, telling stories of black mambas chasing intruders out of their territory. While the chasing is more likely a defensive charge, the effect is terrifying nonetheless. The sheer psychological impact of this snake is immense. To encounter a black mamba in the wild is to face a predator with speed, aggression, and venom powerful enough to kill swiftly. Before the development of effective antivenom, a black mamba bite was almost always fatal, earning it the nickname Death Incarnate. Yet, despite its reputation, the black mamba is not a villain of nature. It hunts rodents, birds, and small mammals, playing a crucial role in balancing African ecosystems. It does not seek out humans deliberately. Its deadly nature comes from a combination of evolutionary traits that make it one of the most efficient predators ever created. For its speed, fearsome reputation, and venom that leaves little chance of survival without treatment, the black mamba rightfully takes the number 5 spot among the deadliest snakes in the world. Deep in the rainforests and farmlands of Central and South America lurks a serpent that locals call the ultimate pit viper. Known scientifically as Bothrops asper, the Fer De Lance has earned a fearsome reputation as one of the most dangerous snakes in the Americas. Its name, which translates from French as spearhead, perfectly reflects both its triangular head and its piercing lethality. The venom of the Fer De Lance is a devastating hemotoxin and cytotoxin mix. Unlike neurotoxins that target the nervous system, this venom attacks tissue directly, causing massive swelling, blistering, and necrosis around the bite site. It also destroys red blood cells and interferes with clotting, leading to unstoppable internal bleeding. Victims may experience intense pain, blackened tissue, and shock. In untreated cases, limbs may require amputation, and fatalities are common. One of the Fer De Lance's most dangerous traits is its tendency to live close to humans. These snakes thrive in agricultural areas, hiding in sugarcane fields, coffee plantations, and even near villages. Farmers working at night with little protection often step too close, only realizing the snake's presence when it's too late. In some rural communities, the Fer De Lance is responsible for the majority of snakebite deaths. Its hunting strategy makes it even more intimidating. The Fer De Lance is an ambush predator, lying motionless until prey such as rodents, birds, or amphibians wander close. Then, with explosive speed, it delivers a venom-filled strike before retreating to let the toxins do their work. The prey rarely gets a second chance. Adding to its notoriety is its unpredictable temperament. While some snakes prefer to flee, the Fer De Lance is known to stand its ground. When startled, it may strike repeatedly with great force, injecting large quantities of venom. Its appearance is as striking as its name. Covered in a complex pattern of brown, black, and tan scales that mimic fallen leaves, the Fer De Lance blends seamlessly into the forest floor. This camouflage is both its greatest defense and a reason why humans accidentally encounter it so often. Though feared, the Fer De Lance is also deeply respected in local culture. In many rural legends, it is portrayed as the guardian of the forest, a symbol of danger, but also of power. For its deadliness and frequency of human encounters, it firmly earns the number 4 spot on our list. Now we come to a serpent that holds a chilling scientific title. the most venomous snake in the world. Known as the Inland Taipan, or sometimes the fierce snake, this Australian native possesses venom so potent that a single bite could theoretically kill over 100 people. Yet, despite this unmatched toxicity, it remains one of the least seen snakes in the wild. The Inland Taipan's venom is a complex mix of neurotoxins, hemotoxins, and myotoxins. Within minutes, it can cause dizziness, headaches, nausea, and collapse. The neurotoxins shut down communication between nerves and muscles. The hemotoxins disrupt blood clotting, and the myotoxins damage muscle tissue. Without medical treatment, death can occur in under an hour. And unlike other snakes, the Inland Taipan delivers this venom with extraordinary efficiency, injecting multiple lethal doses in a single strike. What makes the Inland Taipan so fascinating is its contradiction. Despite being the most venomous, it is also considered shy and reclusive. Found mainly in the arid inland regions of Central Australia, it avoids human contact and spends most of its life hidden in cracks, burrows, and deep crevices. Rarely does it cross paths with people, which is why bites are incredibly uncommon. When it does hunt, however, the Inland Taipan reveals its deadly mastery. Feeding primarily on small mammals like rats, it strikes with precision, delivering quick bites before retreating. Its venom works so rapidly that the prey has almost no chance to escape or fight back. In the harsh deserts where survival is a constant battle, such efficiency ensures the Inland Taipan's success as a predator. Its physical appearance is less intimidating than its venom would suggest. The Inland Taipan is usually a modest brown or olive color, blending into its dusty environment. It lacks the dramatic hood of a cobra or the warning rattle of a rattlesnake. Scientists who've studied the Inland Taipan often describe it with awe. One researcher once noted that handling the Inland Taipan feels like holding the most dangerous weapon in nature. Yet, those same researchers also stress that the snake is surprisingly docile in captivity, rarely showing aggression. The irony of the Inland Taipan is clear. The deadliest snake, in terms of venom, is also one of the least likely to harm humans. But the raw statistics of its toxicity secure its place near the top of this list. No other snake's venom comes close to its concentrated power. For its unmatched biochemical arsenal, quiet dominance of the Australian outback, and its reputation as the ultimate venomous serpent, the Inland Taipan earns the number 3 spot among the deadliest snakes in the world. Among all the snakes on Earth, none carries the aura of majesty and terror quite like the king cobra. Stretching up to 18 feet in length, it is the world's longest venomous snake and the undisputed monarch of Asia's forests. Its very name inspires respect, and for good reason. The king cobra is not only deadly, but also highly intelligent, making it unlike any other serpent in the animal kingdom. The venom of the king cobra is primarily neurotoxic, attacking the nervous system and causing paralysis, blurred vision, and respiratory failure. A single bite can inject enough venom to kill an elephant or 20 adult humans. The king cobra's fangs are not the largest, but its ability to deliver massive quantities of venom in a single strike makes it extraordinarily lethal. But the king cobra's deadliness does not lie in venom alone. Its behavior sets it apart. Unlike most snakes, which instinctively flee from humans, the king cobra often stands its ground. When threatened, it raises a third of its body off the ground, flares its iconic hood, and emits a deep, resonant hiss, a sound often compared to a growling dog. To stand eye to eye with a king cobra is to confront nature's raw authority. What makes this serpent even more fascinating is its role as a snake eater. True to its name, the king cobra feeds primarily on other snakes, including venomous species like kraits and other cobras. This diet reduces competition and establishes the king cobra as the apex predator of its environment. Another unique trait is its remarkable parental care. Unlike almost every other snake, the king cobra builds a nest out of leaves for its eggs and fiercely guards them until they hatch. During this time, the usually elusive cobra becomes aggressively defensive, ready to strike at any intruder who dares approach. This maternal instinct, rare among reptiles, adds to the king cobra's legendary status. The king cobra has long held a place in mythology and culture. In Indian folklore, it is associated with divine power and is often depicted as a guardian of temples and treasures. In Southeast Asia, tales abound of cobras that punished the disrespectful but protected those who showed reverence. To many, the king cobra represents both life and death, destruction and protection. Despite its reputation, the king cobra does not actively seek conflict with humans. Most bites occur when people stumble upon it unexpectedly in jungles or plantations. Still, with venom strong enough to bring down giants and a presence that commands fear, the king cobra rightfully earns the number 2 spot on our list. It is not just a snake, it is a legend, a ruler, and perhaps the closest thing nature has to a true reptilian king.
And finally, at number 1, we enter the watery realm of the Belcher's sea snake, a serpent so toxic that its venom is considered the most lethal of any snake on the planet. Found in the warm, shallow waters of the Indian and Pacific Oceans, this marine predator may not look threatening at first glance, but its venom is the deadliest cocktail in the natural world. The venom of the Belcher's sea snake is primarily composed of neurotoxins and myotoxins. It works by paralyzing muscles and breaking down skeletal tissue, leading to respiratory failure and kidney damage. Drop for drop, it is estimated to be 100 times more toxic than a cobra's venom. A bite from this snake contains enough venom to kill thousands of humans, though fortunately, it rarely injects its full dose. Despite its terrifying potency, the Belcher's sea snake is surprisingly docile. Fishermen who accidentally catch it in nets often release it without incident, as the snake seldom bites unless severely provoked. Its calm nature means that actual fatalities from this serpent are relatively rare, but its venom's sheer strength places it at the very top of this deadly ranking. The snake's life in the ocean is equally fascinating. With its flattened, paddle-like tail, the Belcher's sea snake glides gracefully through coral reefs and seagrass beds. It hunts fish and eels, delivering rapid bites before its toxins immobilize the prey. Unlike land snakes, it can stay submerged for hours, surfacing only occasionally for a breath of air. Its striking appearance, often silver or light-colored with dark crossbands, makes it visually distinctive. But for divers and fishermen, that beauty is a warning. The Belcher's sea snake sits at the pinnacle of this list, not because it kills the most people, but because science has measured its venom as the most toxic substance produced by any snake. In its small, elegant body flows a power that surpasses all others. And so, from the Boomslang's slow-killing hemotoxins to the Black Mamba's lightning strikes, from the regal king cobra to the unassuming Belcher's sea snake, we have traveled through a world where beauty and danger intertwine. At number 1 stands the ocean's silent assassin, holding the crown of deadliest snake on Earth.
Which of these deadly snakes surprised you the most? Tell me in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more thrilling wildlife stories. Stay curious, and I'll see you in the next adventure.